Welcome in, everyone. Brandon Hensley, Chris Kraftic with you. It is Mid-South Conference basketball on this Saturday. Get you in frame there. Today, Campbellsville Tigers in town to take on the Cumberlands Patriots. These two teams right now headed two different directions. Campbellsville 1-5 in conference, Cumberlands 5-1, but we've seen it time and time again. Always a battle between the Tigers and the Pats.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what the records are. These two, I know Matt Daniels said earlier the closest thing he has to a brother that's not a brother is Mark Vernon and, of course, Brent and of course, the familiarity of these two teams. So it doesn't really matter what records are. Patriots are playing really, really good basketball right now. I know talking to Brent and Mark before the game, they're fighting some sickness on that end on their side. So, we'll see. But if you sleepwalk through this one, you're going to be in big trouble. We saw the Patriots play really well Thursday night against Lindsey Wilson in a pretty lopsided game. So hopefully they'll keep it going. Question will be Anthony Harris. He hurt himself a little bit at the middle of that game, didn't come back. Looks like he's going to start tonight, so looks like things were better. But I know it was a little concerning when he left the game with what looked like ankle injuries. But he's going to go tonight. Patriots need to you got to win your home games, right? That's what we just saw on the women's side. You got to win your home games. You do that, you're going to be in good shape in this league. So Patriots need to come out focused, ready to go. And said these teams know each other so well. They've watched each other in non-conference, different classics earlier in the year. So no secrets. It's just go who plays the best basketball.
Yeah, they played this year. Cumberland's got the victory, 85-73. Patriots lead the all-time series 95-53, which shocked me. I thought it would be a little bit tighter than that. But Patriots come in averaging 93 a game. Campbellsville 78 a game. Of course, Cumberlands wants to be more up-tempo, and we saw when they are up-tempo, they can be as good as anybody. Harry Morris the other night, 10 blocks.
I thought Harry and Rob played two of the best games they've played all year long the other night. They were dominant inside, so that was great. Matt Cromer got his first two dunks of his career, which I did not realize.
I was trying to make a big deal about it.
And I was downplaying it because I'm like, what do you mean? I see him dunk all the time, but not in games apparently. So quick shout out, the court's namesake, Coach Randy Vernon. He's back home under the weather watching us, but we love him and everything he did for Cumberlands, and so hope Coach and hope Lindsay's taking good care of you and watch a good game this afternoon.
Yeah, Coach Vernon, we miss you leaning on the stage over there. That was his spot during games. But Mark and Brent spent how many hours in this gymnasium growing up? It's insane, but now they have to come back but they've had success, as we mentioned.
Yep, this is going to be usually always a battle. Early turnover, it's been a problem for the Patriots lately.
Well, as we've noticed, for Cumberlands, the turnovers, they don't really define their style just because they play such a fast pace. They're going to have fast turnovers.
So many possessions that you get kind of overcome them, but it has crept up here of late, and that's something we always want to watch. And of course, started the game there with a little bit of a lackadaisical pass from Johnson trying to connect to Morris.
So here's what Campbellsville can do. Penny, the jumper. They've got 5 guys that can play with anybody, but depth has been an issue for the Tigers this year.
Mark talking to Mark before the game.
Harris with a shot.
And there's what Harris can do. Still, he's got a little bit of limp to his gait. He's not 100%, but he's out there giving it a go. I think Mark said that Campbellsville, before they played Georgetown on Thursday, didn't go well for them. He said they didn't get to practice until Wednesday due to illness. So, it's going around, and we're dealing it with baseball. Luckily, we're not playing this weekend, but different teams kind of this time of year.
There's Jay Milburn down low, shot contested by Harry Morris, but it is, once again, Banks and Kramer, Epps, Milburn, and Penny on the floor for Campbellsville. For Cumberland's, TJ Cobe misses that one. Harris and Johnson, Cromer, Morris.
TJ Cobe's second start. Didn't put up a bunch of stats Thursday night, but played a really good game and did what he does, which is be a defensive problem.
Good hands there by Anthony Johnson. Here come the Pats in transition. Cave off to Cromer. 3 from the corner. Won't go. Harry Morris with a one-handed board. One arm was held, it looked like. Yep.
Matt had 7 threes, Matt Cromer, at Cumberland U last Saturday, in a game that I think was huge. It's one of those you don't pay much attention to, but we talked about a little bit Thursday night. Patriots coming off a loss against Georgetown at home. Cumberland U doesn't have a game.
Jumper by Johnson, no.
Patriots go down to Nashville and we're able to get out of there scoring 103 points. We're able to get out of there with a win. And those are the underrated road wins that if you're going to win a conference championship, those are the moments where you rise up and get those wins. We saw how good Cumberland U is on Thursday night when they boat raced number 1 Freed Hardman at home. So I think that road win at Cumberland U is going to be could be a big moment for this team as we look back later.
It's Cobe Penny down low, and Cobe Penny's got the build of the Boyd kind of from Georgetown and Spikes.
Yeah, guys that give us trouble. You saw that against Georgetown where they can back you down in the lane with those big bodies.
Shot blocked by Milburn. Harris gets it, puts it up and in. Harris with 4 early points.
That first foul went on Milburn.
But I think for Campbellsville, Penny and Milburn are going to have big games, but watch out for Kramer. Guy can absolutely shoot it.
So the whole gym still trying to, including the broadcast team here, trying to get their head ready for this game, coming off a big win for the Patriots on the women's side. 27-point win over Campbellsville.
Harris had the hot hand. He'll go baseline. Off the glass with a kiss.
Anthony Harris, 6. Penny, 4. Is there anybody else out there?
But we saw Cumberlands, I think, with 10 dunks or so. Just not just dunks, but like electric. Patriots
laid it on Lindsey Wilson pretty good Thursday
Patriots,
night.
One of the more athletic teams in the NAIA. Defense by Johnson. He steps out of bounds. Jones and Unitas come in. And we've said this, since the addition of Anthony Harris, he's obviously been good, but Rob Unitas and Harry Morse, their games have elevated as well.
Well, I think that's why this team's gotten better. Harris helps out so much on the defensive side. And then Harry and Rob are just they're hard to handle when they're playing really well, and they did not play well early in the year, but man, of late, they've been really coming on.
Unitas.
Milburn almost picked up his second right there. They passed on it, but it's a little bit of a hip check on Unitas.
Under 16 to play, 6-4 Cumberlands. It's all the points scored by 2 players. Harris with 6, Penny with 4. There's Milburn down low. Muscles his way for the hook shot.
Both teams just trying to feel each other out, it looks like, early.
Cromer, the drive, hangs, scores it, and 1.
Mark Vernon wanted an illegal screen as Cromer took off and rolled.
Good angle there by Cromer to get the shot off. Campbellsville will bring in
mass substitutions here, hockey change.
Yeah, so Campbellsville, they're going to get in Noah Gordon as well as Keyston Brown. Also Marcellus Vale in there and Rob Briggs.
That foul went on, it was on Milburn, so that was his second. So that's an important moment here early. 2 fouls for Milburn in the first 4.5.
So doing some research, and Keyston Brown and Cumberland's grad assistant Harris Hawkins, high school teammates at Henry Clay High School.
Interesting.
Those 2 dudes could play. They had Henry Clay had a really good team with those guys.
Foul went on Johnson. He's been in and out of foul trouble lately. Picks up the first here.
I feel like Gordon last year really liked his game here at Cumberland's. Here's a pickpocket by the Pats. Cromer with a steal goes behind the back a couple of times. Cromer looking like MJ against the Celtics. Johnson, 3. And
we're going to say he fouled him on a 3. Fouls on Vale. So Johnson going to go to the line for 3.
I don't think I've seen an Anthony Johnson three-pointer that's been rushed. It's within his rhythm. It's a slow developing shot.
Yes, there are times that they're not advised.
But like I'm saying,
Yeah.
that slow developing shot, you get the defender to raise up, and
Sometimes,
he's
correct.
blowing right past you.
Yeah, he doesn't shoot. Isn't that what you would call a quick release?
Like Brady Bell's probably got the quickest release. He's getting ready to come in the game.
Man, we are due for a Brady Bell game where he has 2-3 threes. He's just not been shooting it as well as what we expect from him. He's still shooting 40% on the season, but man, it seems like it's been a little while since he's.
Yeah, Javon Smith coming into the game for the Tigers, wearing number 6.
Good minutes there by Anthony Harris.
Anthony Johnson.
3. He's got 3 now, so
12-6. Gordon. Off it goes to Briggs. Looking for Brown. Now bounce down low to Gordon. Ball is deflected, stolen away by Cumberlands. Here come the pads. Cromer. Oh, he wanted another one, didn't he?
Timeout. Campbellsville, 14-6, early run. That play right there is what got things going. The Patriots have gotten better and better defensively as this season's gone on. It was, I joke, it was defense optional early in the year with this team. Like they were more like just ready to go score. And, but here of late, they are really getting better defensively, making it harder on people. And how many times did we see that kind of play Thursday night against Lindsey Wilson?
Yeah.
Turnover, layup, dunk, whatever it was. They're learning to score out of their defense instead of just getting it out of the net and taking it out, which is what we saw the whole first half of the season. So, again, like to see this team is finally taking some pride on the defensive side. Coach Daniel's doing a great job there. Again, went with the John Shire look on the bench today.
Oh, you talk Duke basketball, you're going to make him smile. He loves those guys. Down low is Gordon.
It's a nice move. He just didn't finish.
Rebound to Unitas. Oh, here comes Rob. Watch out. The dish. Bell. Jones. Here's Cromer. Off the glass. Yes.
He got fouled, too, for sure.
Matt Cromer looking like John Morant the way he takes the ball to the bucket and just hangs there and able to get fouled.
I think, Anthony Johnson's a tremendous player, one of the best, most talented players in the country, 22 a game. Matt Cromer is what makes this team go. And he has to do all the things, like we say every game, doing Matt Cromer things. He needs to guard. He needs to distribute. He needs to get on the floor.
Cumberland's nearly got it back, but it's funny stat. When Cromer hit those 7 threes, didn't get a lot done inside like he typically does. When he's not hitting threes, he always gets it done inside. So he doesn't settle for what's not working.
Well, he was taking that game. What Cumberland was happening in that game was the Patriots did a great job. Made a living at the free throw line in that game, and the Phoenix couldn't stop it. So then when they started packing everything inside, Cromer got open to start shooting threes, and that's usually what happens. That's kind of a Penny and Jones going at it. The foul went on Jones. I'm not really sure. A lot of poundage here given up. When Gordon goes to the bat, tries to back in Rob. He's done a good job holding it, but Rob fouled the shooter right there. It'll be Smith going to the line.
So Cumberlands, they come in once again, 16-5, 5-1 in conference. Campbellsville under 500 on the season at 10-12 and 1-5 in conference. Javon Smith at the line. And you would imagine for Campbellsville to have their best chance, this game needs to be in the 60s.
For sure, and it's hard to keep the Patriots in that. The Patriots want to play it in the 80s. They average 93 a game. Tigers average 78 a game.
Here's Bell off the curl, 3 ball, got it, and one.
Well, there's the one we needed to see go in, and then Brent Vernon immediately looked to the bench to sub in.
Gordon just didn't give him the space there.
foul must have been on Briggs because he immediately came out.
I think I said Gordon, but yeah, your stats are a little bit behind.
A little lagging here. Patriots now free throw shooting, especially with Rob. Rob's only at about a 60% free throw shooter, so Patriots have missed their last 2 free throws. That's a turnover.
You know what's crazy? This game won't match the energy of the women's game at all.
Can't.
And I think we've definitely lost some people.
Yeah, well, I mean, Campbellsville brings a huge women's crowd, so that's part of it. And then, of course, our women have a huge gathering too.
Yeah.
So, and they're out celebrating. But it can't match the intensity and the rivalry and the way those two teams dislike each other, because these two teams really get along well and have a lot of respect for each other. And
Anthony Johnson denied there. Campbellsville going to get it back. Also in the game, Epps returns back in. Penny, quick three, won't go. Rebound to Brady Bell. Tanner Walton, near over and back.
We saw that called the other night. Lindsey Wilson did it.
Cave to Johnson. Here's Unitas up top.
Campbellsville picking up the physicality on defensive end here this time. A little more intensity.
Bell, Unitas, flip shot, won't go.
It's a great cut by Rob. And good pass by Brady. Just got to finish it.
KJ Banks with the board for the Tigers. 19-8 the score. 12.5 to play. Epps down low. Penny collects. Oh, man.
They're upset there was no call there for Penny. Now he's still back. Patriots have numbers.
Johnson will drive, hang, score, count it.
Foul will go on Gordon. That'll be, is that going to be his third? Is that right?
Cave and Johnson with a whole celebration.
That is. That's Gordon's third foul.
Yeah, I think he was the one that got the one on Brady Bell. So Anthony Johnson at the line trying to finish off this three-point play.
He's 4-4 from the line early. Patriots up 14. Haven't quite hit the first media.
So the Tigers will have it. Need some offense. Trying to get it to Kramer. Couldn't get it to him. Now they will. Guarded by Cromer. Step through.
Nice move.
Kramer will score.
Took his time, didn't hurry it.
Cromer now on the other end. Here's Kate. Brady Bell thought about it for a moment. Now Cave will dive in. Cave to the rim. What a take.
Campbellsville hasn't been able to get any stops, but their intensity's picked up a little bit.
I feel like TJ Cave can take most defenders to the rim anytime. Got that blow by speed.
Quickness. Yeah. There's your first media.
Oh, there we go. There's a shot at my man Chad Byron. Hall of Fame career. Now listen, that jersey is not his that he played in. He played in the old one.
I feel like you've told me this before.
Yeah, and so that was a gift from Matt Daniel. That's the current Patriots colors. He played in the maroon and the white.
Yeah.
However, his was not maroon and white. It was maroon and yellow.
Exactly.
He played
That's
so hard.
true.
And
Yeah.
Chad did not wear an undershirt. So the fact that
Yeah.
he's wearing a shirt under that one, it made me, I had to double check to make sure that was not Chad.
That's so true. You're right.
Oh my gosh. But one of the hardest players you've ever seen. Great shooter. A point guard, a two guard on one of Cumberland's best squads ever. Oh man, he's good. And I saw Dustin Fothergill.
He was here on Thursday night. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing that Matt Daniel has got those teammates from college that make the trip
They
back.
come a lot. Yeah.
But Chad Byron on the phone. So Cumberland's right now with a 14-point advantage. Should be 14-10. Let's see the score to update here.
Good quick start for the Patriots. This is what you want to do. You know, Campbellsville struggling right now. Of course, dealing with some sickness, but not having the greatest year. You want to jump on them. You want to jump on them early. You're at home. You're playing well. You want to gap this thing out early and kind of put some heat on them.
Down low. Here's a good shot by
Milburn. He catches it really deep. He's going to score.
Patriots doubled up the Tigers so far. Johnson hangs, forces up a shot. Free throws coming up.
Penny's first foul.
So Johnson 4 of 4 from the foul line. Patriots 5 of 7. Campbellsville 2 of 2. One thing about Anthony Johnson that I've been really impressed with, I don't remember exactly. I know it was for sure after that loss to, was it Rio the Pats had at home. He picked up his defense, started rebounding the basketball, started getting steals, and all-around player at that point.
Well, I really give Coach Daniel a lot of credit for the schedule, the non-conference schedule he played. You know, going to Kingsport, playing Northwestern, playing Ave Maria, teams that are in the top 20. You know, Rio, that was a game we were kind of surprised we didn't win. But again, those are the moments, as we learned with the women's side, that you get a loss early. It's not necessarily the worst thing because it kind of refocuses things.
So see a foul here. Good pass from Jones as Cromer got fouled, and Anthony Harris letting everyone know he's back in the gym.
Man, he's athletic.
Cromer's
got to start making some more free throws. I'm almost wondering if it's in his head a little bit right now because he is too good a shooter to miss free throws. And he can see the frustration from him.
So hits that one. 1 of 2. 2 of 4 in the game.
74% on the year, but again, good defense by the Patriots. We're almost at the midway point of the first half, and Tigers only have 12 points on 5 field goals.
Milburn looking for Penny. Now he'll swing it to Banks. Down low is Kramer. Cromer on him. Kramer fade away. Does not go. Penny. Good board.
So strong. We're going to call that on Jones. That'll be his second. Only the 5th on the Patriots, so it'll be out of bounds under. So does TJ Cave come in, or does he roll with Jones for a little while?
So Cobe Penny averaging 14.5 a game.
Morris out to guard Milburn.
Epps has it. Now here's a jumper straight away. Back iron won't go for Banks. DJ Jones. Keep it himself. Off to Anthony Harris out top. Harris pulls up the jumper. Got it.
Well, not a lot of ball movement on that possession other than Harris dribbling, but it turned out good for the Patriots. A little mid-range jumper. Largest lead now, 17.
29-12. Banks out to Epps. 5 on the shot clock as Kramer tracks it down. Kramer steps into it, but he traveled.
Yeah, good defensive possession by the Patriots there.
Keyston Brown will check in for Campbellsville. Also, it's going to be Marcellus Vale checking in.
I really like how this team's taking pride on the defensive end right now. Again, not something we saw a lot of early in the year, but since the conference has started, they have kind of started buckling down on the defensive end and have played really well and really didn't play bad against Georgetown the night we lost to them, but Georgetown was pretty darn good that night. Now, Anthony Johnson trying to throw it to Brent Vernon.
Now, to be fair, that Brent can shoot. He's a corner guy.
That was a spot, and I think Anthony was probably watching old tape.
Yeah, on reel-to-reel, black and white footage of Brent, but he can stroke it from the corner.
Brent's son Bryce, basketball player, but a better golfer. This guy can play as a freshman, freshman region player of the year.
Jaylee, stud to his daughter.
She's going to be a baller, but I'm telling you, watch out for my man Bryce on the links. He's going to be very, very good.
I know he's a solid baseball player. I don't know if he plays anymore, but Brent said that he picked up golf and really loved it. And I said, we lost another one.
He's really good player.
So Johnson with a good block. Campbellsville will get it back. Have about 10 on the shot clock. Vale drive, just throws one up and goes in. We've not seen any high-flying action yet from the Pats. You'd imagine it's going to come at any time.
Illegal screen, maybe?
Robertus Unitas checking in, and TJ Cobe. Some international flavor on the floor.
Yeah, this game kind of lacks energy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I guess maybe compared to the first one.
Penny driving and laying up.
Yeah, good job getting that ball on the glass, avoiding the block shot. Johnson was kind of playing off, trying to get the block, and Penny's he's just so physical.
Here is Unitas with a jumper. That's up and good.
You saw him make a three the other night.
Unitas had 20 in that win over Lindsey Wilson. 31-16. Penny with a hesitation. Nice spin move. Doesn't go. How did he get that one already? He was up there with a rebound attempt and now diving on the floor. Good hustle by Penny, but it will be Cumberland's possession.
He's their best option, and he knows it, and he's trying to take over and ignite some kind of offense here, and he just asked out. He's playing hard.
That's the issue. I think that if you're going to win, you got to have him on the floor.
Yeah, he just tugged on the shirt. He's got 6 points in 10 minutes.
But his efforts there, and once again, kind of going back on it, just the scouting report, Cumberland's got hurt by physical guards against Georgetown. Mm-hmm. That's what Penny could be for Campbellsville. Here we go. May draw something up here for the Pats. It's going to be Cave, the jumper, no. Milburn, the rebound.
And that's the part of the TJ's game he's got to develop. He needs to become somewhat of a threat on the perimeter to make his ability to drive to the basket even stand out more.
Good take by Briggs. Got to the rim, able to lay it up. Campbellsville, they have it to within 13. 7 minutes to play. Johnson, jumper, won't go. Unitas tapping it up. Kramer
Patriots
coming down with it.
A couple empty possessions in a row here.
Milburn down low is going to score it.
Yep, we're just kind of hit a lull. I sensed it. I said it just kind of feels dead in here. Patriots miss a couple shots. Campbellsville makes a couple, and now you're down to 11 all of a sudden.
Pats going to have to hit some long balls to get them out of that zone. Here's a.
Yeah, see, I know he can make that shot, but that doesn't need to be. Yeah, just kind of Patriots all of a sudden out of a rhythm offensively.
Cumberland's 1 of 2 from 3. Campbellsville 0 of 2, but here's a good look here by Kramer. Does not go. Harris the board up to Cromer. Cromer, a good take.
I don't know if I go back with Harry Morris here just to kind of get some post presence. And There he goes. See, I just have this sixth sense about it.
So Harry Morris will check into the game and Brady Bell into the game. Unitas and Harris out.
Cromer 2 of 4. We talked about foul was on Vale, his second. So Milburn, Vale, and Gordon. Milburn and Vale with 2, Gordon with 3. Golly, Matt Cromer makes some free throws.
What's tough about transitioning from the women's to the men's game, we forget it's the bonus free throw. As now I think high school has all gone to the double bonus. Briggs needs some help. Throws it to Cromer. Up ahead to Cave. Cave, good job. Right hand lay. Patriots back up by 13. Kramer will walk it up for the Tigers. Swings to Banks. Now Vale. Out top, Brown for 3. Got it.
Yeah, a little handoff. Knew he was pulling the trigger before he caught it.
Keyston Brown, he can shoot him back into it. Kay finds Johnson, open 3 ball. Won't go. Keyston Brown wanted that basketball.
It's going to be on Johnson, right? Nope. Caves first, so go to a media. Kind of a lackluster energy, not much going on.
Turns out
Saturday afternoon slugfest.
Turns out the main course was the women's game, and
yeah, everybody's having a tough time coming down from it. Really,
dessert is not to be not great right now. But
and the men started. I mean, again, the Patriots started strong. And they've kind of hit this low and allowed to hang, and see how they finished the last 5 minutes here.
So other games in conference today.
Cumberland U's at Georgetown.
So keep our eye on that. Just because Cumberland U with a tough loss against Cumberlands and then they win over Freed Hartman, hey, watch out for the Phoenix.
I like their team. And then Bethel struggled early this year. They are at Lindsey Wilson, who's also kind of struggling. So chance for one of those two teams to get a win.
Yeah, Lindsey Wilson, I expected a little bit more, and maybe they knock off Cumberland's at their place. I don't know.
Yeah, it's still going to be hard to go over there.
But I was not wowed like I thought I was going to be, just based off of some of their scores.
See if I can get you. So much going on in the.
Probably not started yet, right?
Well, Georgetown, Cumberland U. Look at that. Georgetown's up 26 early. 8 minutes to play in the first half, 36-10 at Cumberland U.
Not started yet for the Phoenix.
So the Phoenix didn't realize the game started, but the game has started.
Briggs for 3. Cromer up high for the board.
Matt leads this team in rebounding. That is his first today, though.
Hey, like the Cromer-Kramer matchup here.
I'll let you handle it.
Morris hands off to Johnson.
Illegal screen. Well, the Vernon brothers have been calling for that since the start of the game, and official right in front of them called it. So foul on Morris, his first.
Morris comes out of the game, and Unitas will come back in.
Maybe it was his second. Actually, that was Morris's second foul. Stats are really slow today, guys.
I think it could be more of a Presto issue.
There's just so much going on across the country in every sport, with baseball and softball and lacrosse kicking off this weekend.
Kramer scores 2 more.
Only 8. It was 17 at the 9-minute mark, and it is now 8.
4 minutes approaching. Cromer lost it, got it back, pushed the guy down, shoots a 3 and hits it.
Is that a Matt Cromer play?
Brent Vernon asking for a push-off.
You don't usually see he calls him by name at midcourt. You don't usually get away with that, but they're ignoring him right now.
Yeah, let's look at the Brown 3. I thought I had a replay of that one, but the replay did not take. Cromer did.
It was a loose ball. Cromer pushed him, there's no doubt, but it was a loose ball. but then stepped up and knocked down the three, his first. 11 points to lead the Patriots. I'd like to see the last 4 minutes here play really good basketball like you started the game and see if you can gap this thing out a little bit because you got, again, Campbellsville struggling, so.
And just looking at for Campbellsville, Milburn and Penny with 6 each. I mean, they're going to have to score to lead the way, but Epps and Banks, both starters, they've not scored. Kramer's given some good minutes, but the main thing I think Campbellsville's done is they've shut Cumberlands down defensively for the most part to get back into it, out rebounding the Patriots.
And that's, one of the 2 areas we worried about with this team, but one of them was defensive rebounding. That has also been really solid of late. Patriots doing a good job rebounding and not giving up second chance opportunities. Campbell's only had 2 offensive rebounds so far.
Strong take to the bucket by Banks.
That's
first time, no second time.
That's probably a foul. Thought Johnson picked up his second right there.
Did get some ball, but some arm as well. Inbound will come to Banks out top. Hand off to Brown. Spinning. Falling down, soft touch. Bale lays it back up.
If you're a fan of high ball screens and some physicality, this is your game.
Called a foul against Cumberlands here. Who'd they get it on?
Unitas, I believe.
Okay. Cumberland's going to get Anthony Harris back in. Campbellsville, they've done a good job of making Cumberlands a half-court team.
Yeah, and that's what's kind of slowed this down to a slog for what we're used to watching. And that's how, like you said, Campbellsville cannot win this game if it gets in the 80s, I don't think. And so they need it in the 60s. What we got going on here? We got Anthony Harris having to tie his shoe.
I'm around so much youth sports, that's a major pandemic is the shoe tying. I don't know why we got away from Velcro. I thought Velcro was doing pretty good.
Did you?
Yeah, and then they throw in those shoestrings, and the kid just blows their mind.
You would be a Velcro guy.
You know the Velcro wallet store. You were there.
I had one. Yeah, had one.
You were there for the World Series, though. You know that story. I'll have to share it with you sometime. Here's the lob.
It was kind of.
I'll do it right now.
Looks like Banks was trying to hold Harris so he wouldn't go dunk it on him.
I'll keep this real quick. We're at the College World Series, NAIA World Series. I pull out my Velcro.
This was last year.
Yes, I pull out my Velcro wallet and open it up. Sam Lee is there, just laughs hysterically in front of the whole crowd. And it's like, this guy's got a Velcro. Just making fun of me.
Well, I mean, I had one when I was a kid. You still have one?
No, so listen, it's a gift from my kids.
Oh, okay.
So when your kid gives you a gift, you have it.
You just say thank
also,
you and you put it in a drawer somewhere.
my wife gives it to me to keep all the ladies away.
It works. I guarantee it works.
He's got a Velcro wallet.
Oh, my gosh.
He's no threat.
Patriots not making free throws, 8 of 13.
Jumper by Penny, good.
Yeah. Good start, not so good ending to this half so far.
What a move by Cromer. He's going to be fouled.
Needs to finish that, but he got fouled.
You realize Matt Cromer
what is going on?
You got more contact than anybody.
You got Kramer down there barking at Anthony Harris. Look, what is going on, guys? Just play.
I personally think
I don't think Anthony Harris has said a mean thing to anybody ever.
No. But I think the Patriots, though, they need to have one of those games where it gets a little bit, some jawing is there. Because I think some of these guys, they answer the call. Cromer is one of those.
Patriots in a lull right now. Matt Cromer now 2 of 6 from the free throw line.
I blame the women's game. Everybody hyped up for that one.
Golly, come on, Matt.
.245 to play, 37-29. Here's Cobe Penny with Jones on him. Penny with a nice take.
It just not stopping him. Jones can't stop him. TJ Cave has the quickness, but he doesn't have the size. And now Penny with 10, and again, only a 6-point game, and then the long 2. I don't love that shot.
Anthony Harris.
Not real good offense by the Patriots.
First miss, though, of the game for Harris. He'd been perfect before that, 4-4. Cave coming in. Jones out.
So kind of frustrating. Patriots got off to a great start first 10 minutes of this game, and
led by as many as 17.
And
here's the funny part about that, 29-12. That was the score of the women's game when Campbellsville was up by 17.
That is true, yeah.
Now the Tigers on the men's side try to get back into it. Keyston Brown, nice move. Floater won't go, though. Gets his own rebound.
Just when I talk about how the Patriots were doing well on defensive rebounding, a couple possessions in a row where they are not doing well.
Patriots now in transition. Here's Cromer. Oh, try to jam it.
I'll give him credit. That ball had no chance to be jammed.
Matt Cromer now has decided he is Vince Carter.
That ball had no chance to be jammed, but he got bailed out. That foul's on Banks. That's his third. So Gordon has 3, Banks has 3. Cromer only 3 of 7 from the line. Folks, we're doing our best with stats, but I think, like you said, Presto everybody overwhelmed with all the activity, all the contests going on in all the sports across the country as crossover season starts.
And Presto on Saturday during spring sports season is like watching Paul versus Tyson on Netflix. It's going to take a bit.
You can't watch it, yeah. Refresh and just too much traffic. Cromer now 4 of 9 from the free throw line. Missed opportunities there. Has 13 points.
Glass half full. He's been there 9 times.
Yeah. Patriots have shot 18 free throws. The Tigers have only shot 4.
That's probably just a play on right there, I think.
Fouls on Kramer, his first.
I mean, Mid-South Conference, you'd imagine that's just a play through it. I think Coach Vernon's got a bit of an argument on that one. The Patriots tried to take advantage, leading by 7. See if they can.
No,
for 3.
Nope.
Rebound
don't love that
by
shot.
the Tigers.
Love TJ, don't love that shot. That's not his game.
Penny for 3 on target. Does not go. Cromer with the board poked away by Kramer.
Campbellsville playing with more energy here in the last little bit. They're outplaying the Patriots. There was your pass.
I think I got Vale and Briggs mixed up. That's Briggs on the floor. I think I called him Vale earlier.
Another offensive rebound leads to 2 points. Patriots offense has really bogged down. Not much good going on.
Anthony Johnson. Off the bell. 10 on the shot clock. Here's Matthew Cromer. With 5 on the shot clock. Cromer makes his move. Off the bell. 3. Too strong. Rebound by Smith.
Another bad offensive possession. Good defensive possession for Campbellsville. And
can make it a 1-possession game going into the locker room potentially.
Yeah, Patriots, instead of delivering a knockout punch, have let the Tigers hang.
Penny, good take to the bucket, too strong on the attempts.
Patriots hold for the last.
15 seconds, shot clock turned off. Cave with the basketball. There's Harris, Cromer, Bell, and Johnson in there with him. Cave with a drive, had it poked away. Gets it back with a second, puts it up at the horn.
Yeah, just really bad last 8 minutes of basketball. Now we got somebody hurt on the Campbellsville sideline over there.
Is that Keyston Brown?
Can't tell. It's an ankle, though. It's definitely an ankle or lower leg injury.
So they're going to check him out, but 38-33.
Yeah, it is Brown.
At the break. We'll take a break ourselves. We'll be back here on the UC Sports Network. Welcome back in, everyone. Brandon Hensley with you. It is a 38-33 halftime score. We are going to take a courtside now. Got Jared Kilgore with us. Jared, man, it's hard to follow after that women's game, the energy, but this one, it's what it is. Patriots with a 5-point halftime lead, and Campbellsville kind of clawing back.
Yeah, I think early on, especially, the Patriots did a good job of kind of getting to the rim, getting fouled a lot, not doing the best at the free throw line, just shooting 10 for 18. That's 55%. So you'd like to see them do a little bit better job there. But like you said, that it's hard to keep up the energy when you're at the foul line so much.
So Cumberlands right now seems like having a hard time getting the offense going on the half-court set. Matt Cromer doing a good job getting to the foul line, but Cumberland's 10 of 18 from the free throw line, having a tough go of it.
Well, 5 of those are Cromer himself. Missed his. Of course, Anthony Harris missed 2. We were talking about the lack of energy in here. Patriots jump out 17 and then kind of let Campbellsville just whittle their way back, right?
Yeah, I think early on, Anthony Harris, scored the first 6 points, kind of having his way with the defenders down low, and then you see him kind of go away from that for a little bit. So I'd like to see him, he can hit the mid-range shot, so, that forces the defender to come out on him, then maybe he can make a move, get to the rim.
I want to see what kind of energy we play with the first 5 minutes here. I just, credit to Campbellsville. They're making the offense hard on us all of a sudden. And no transition buckets there the last 6-7 minutes, no nothing. And, again, Patriots, there's too much on the line to not be 100% focused on what's going on. And felt like the last 9 minutes we just kind of didn't have as much urgency as we started with.
Yeah, and you mentioned it. I hear their coaches just screaming, get back on defense, get back. They know the Patriots want to get out in transition and push, and they're doing a good job of finding their guy at half court and at least knowing that matchup when they're getting back in transition.
Yeah, we see it was a Keyston Brown got injured right there at the end of the half. I see he's on stage with a potential ankle injury. What happened on that play? Could you tell?
I could not. The whole bench kind of stood up because they were getting ready to go to the locker room. I just look over and he's on the ground. I heard that they had to cut his shoe off, so and it looks like they have his ankle iced up already. So it looks like he's going to be done for the game.
That's a big blow. Now, foul shooting. I know I heard Coach Mark Vernon right after the half very upset. It's 18-4 as far as shots taken. You guys probably imagine that Campbellsville will get a few more shots here, as that's typically how it goes, right?
Yeah, when you see it get off balance, the officials know too, and they'll try to even it up. I mean, the foul count was 13-8. Some of that's how the Patriots play offense, trying to get downhill and get to the foul line. But I'd be curious to see what happens. A lot of those were at the rim early when we were in transition. If you're a Patriot fan, that's a concern, because if they try to even it up, that's not good.
So, Jared, I know there's bigger things at hand, but just the basketball fandom here. Patriots don't have a dunk in the game. Oh. Who is your pick to get the first one, if the Pats get one?
Anthony Harris, backdoor lob to start it off.
Well, the Tigers have the ball to start, so you still think we're going to run that on a set coming out?
I'm calling a steal in transition.
Okay. So I had to get him to change, because if we had the ball,
yeah.
But if somebody knows we're going to run a backdoor lob, it's probably the Vernons, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, pretty much everybody in the conference knows now, because it works so early and often, pretty much every single game. So I think off the play set is really less likely to happen than just in transition.
All right, so Campbellsville, of course, Penny has been playing well. I think the X Factor got to get Jay Milburn involved a little bit more, as he is capable of doing some things. But Jared, thanks so much, man. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
You look good down there.
No hat.
No hat. At the break, Georgetown up 51-30. So Cumberland U upsets number 1 Freed Hardman on Thursday night, and then not quite bringing it with them on the road at Georgetown this afternoon. But I think if you'd have told Cumberland at the beginning of the week they were going to get a split, I think they'd have taken it, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's University of Cumberland's had to go through the same thing. You play 1 and 2 in a week, and it's rough. But right now, any worry if you're
I'm really concerned. I'm really frustrated with the last 9 minutes of energy from the Patriots. Give Campbellsville credit; they made adjustments. They started getting us to bog down in the half court. That Penny started getting downhill to the rim. you know, a lot of credit to them, but also I feel like Patriots kind of let their guard down a little bit in some of their things they were doing well early. So we'll see how the first 5 minutes goes here.
All right, so and imagine both teams will get their starters out there. I don't know. Cumberlands could change it up just a bit, but the big blow once again, Keyston Brown in a got his foot iced up there. And I can't imagine he's
not coming back today.
Yeah, we couldn't tell what happened, but Campbellsville, their season, I mean, it's on the line already. If not, they've got to probably win the Mid-South Conference tournament outright. They could go win the rest of the games and maybe have a chance at the national tournament, but right now it's looking like, this is the make or break for their season. And what a way it would be if they can get a win over Cumberlands tonight. The Patriots trying to continue their hot ways of playing. It's going to be Campbellsville basketball to start it off.
Brent Vernon went straight to the official there to explain the free throw discrepancy on the stat sheet.
So Cumberlands will have Cromer, Harris, Morris, Jones, and Johnson out there. So Cave's not getting the nod.
It's so funny how the officials make the players tuck their shirts in to start the half, and then in about 2 minutes, nobody will have them tucked in, and then we'll just go back to normal, right?
So it is Epps, Banks, Penny, Milburn, and Kramer on the floor for the Tigers of Campbellsville.
Yeah, running a block-to-block cut there to Milburn.
Milburn jumper won't go, and somehow gets his own rebound. Poked away by Anthony Johnson, saves in to Anthony Harris. Patriots lead by 5, led by as many as 17 in the game.
DJ Jones starts the half. You mentioned that. That's a little different than the beginning.
Harry Morris for 3.
Good. Harry can make that. You don't want to guard him out there because you don't think he can, but he can definitely stretch the floor and make that shot. He's actually shot it less this year than last year.
First bucket of the game for Morris. Kramer bouncing down low to Milburn. Milburn, really good footwork in the post. Will kick it out to Banks. 3 ball by Milburn, trying to answer. Rebound to Anthony Johnson. It's his first of the game. Jones will have it on the left wing. Blows by Penny. Hangs.
And he can do that, and actually I was surprised he didn't finish it. He's usually a really high percentage shooter right there, even through contact. So
Patriots, we talked about, 10 of 18 from the foul line.
Jones has not scored in 7 minutes. Yeah, again, sorry the stats are way behind today because it's Saturday and our national stat provider can't handle it.
Jones to put the Patriots up by 10. Yeah, it's not really frustrating if you're at home and you don't know any better, but when you're live trying to keep track, you pay attention. Here's Cobe Penny. Floater, good.
Yeah, pretty. It's 12 for Penny.
Morris.
Bad turnover.
Deflected. Campbellsville trying to turn this into points as Epps gets it up to Banks.
Only the 5th for the Patriots, so.
Banks got a great take. He's going to score and 1.
But a bad turnover led to a 3-point play. Johnson's got to make a better pass there. I like him throwing it to the big guy, but can't make that pass.
And Anthony got him with the lower half of the body. Free throw good. Here's Anthony Johnson. Kicks out to Morris. 3 ball straight away.
Oh,
Banks
goodness.
it in.
Oh, goodness. That's one, if it's tennis and you hit the net and it goes over, you just say, my bad, I apologize.
You know, in Scotland, banks are open on Saturdays.
Are they? Interesting.
On the other end,
I don't think you know that. I think you're just making that up.
That's a lie. I don't know. Here's Penny scoring. You called me out, and you nailed it. I was lying. I don't know. Morris.
Jeez.
That was a lot of contact there. Let's see what Harry Morris. Oh, he had it down. He knew the whole time. Look at him. He knew he was making that. So the Patriots.
Not complaining. I'm just. Oh, geez, another turnover. Two in the last 3 possessions.
Epps comes up with a steal. Here's Penny. Got Unitas on him. Floater won't go, contested by Morris. On the other end, the pass to Johnson. Out to Cromer, 3 in transition, yes.
That's how the Patriots want to play.
Good looking shot from Matthew Cromer. It's his first 3 of the game.
Second. Hit one down here in the corner.
Yes, that's right. I'm sorry. I was relying on the stats. Got 16 in the game now.
Can't look at them right now. They are not updating.
Oh, Kramer for 3. Into the Kramer-Cromer matchup. Johnson, he's thinking about a 3 ball.
Yeah, it's settling way too early for that shot in that possession. And
Kramer, 3, won't go. See if Cromer wants to shoot a 3. Johnson now will drive. Lost it.
Would you say the end of the Lindsey Wilson game of the day kind of became an intramural game? That's what those last few possessions look like to me.
So Cumberland's Cave in the game, Vale in the game, as well as Briggs in the game for Campbellsville. Inbound to Johnson. Here's Cromer with 16 to play. Cromer the drive. He'll hang. Won't go. Morris trying to keep it alive. Rebound to Kramer.
Morris tapped it to himself.
Now Morris gets it back. Shots up. Rolls out, man.
There's got to be something called at the rim there.
They're not, because of the conversation. They're not going to call that one, but, man, tough. Unlucky for Morris as that was in there.
I thought it was down, yeah. Especially with all that contact.
What you're probably going to see is a lesser than contact happen to be called a foul here. 3 by Kramer is good.
Kramer, that's his second 3.
Ball on the floor. Good defense for the Tigers.
Bad offense. Where's he going?
Campbellsville a chance to tie it. Shot blocked by Morris.
That's a foul on Milburn. I think they're going to call it. Nope, they're not. They're just calling it possession. Milburn definitely went over the back. Whatever Brent said is working so far.
Johnson.
That's the foul on Milburn. That's his 3rd.
They're going to get Gordon back into the game.
And this is a 3-point game, and it frustrates me that the Patriots have allowed it to get back that way. And again, credit to Campbellsville for making the Patriots play a half-court game, but
back door to Cave. Work it out to Morris. 10 on the shot clock. Here's Unitas in the corner. Unitas.
Golly, what is going on out there?
Cumberland's just, they don't look great.
We look so disjointed in the half court. Look awful. He got bailed out right there.
So it'll be Robertus Unitas at the line.
0 for 1, I believe. Nope, hasn't been there today. Now he's 0 for 1. Yeah, I swear he was there in the first half. Maybe not.
Wouldn't be a Patriots broadcast without Amber Daniel in the far corner. Hands over the mouth.
What a poor free throw shooting performance so far, though. Now 12 of 22.
Banks. Excuse me, is that Epps?
That's what you were talking about.
Yeah.
No way that gets called in the first half. And no way that gets called without kind of some complaining about the foul discrepancy.
But as you mentioned, it's okay if you're stating stats. That was a fact. Shots up and good. Campbellsville within a bucket. Johnson to Unitas, reverse layup.
Can't get it in. But problem is he's going to the line. Or I have him 0 for 3. Stats have him 0 for 2. I think our friend Jared missed one in the first half on unless I'm just completely making that up.
So Rob Unitas at the free throw line. So Campbellsville, maybe a game you.
Well, they're in position to steal this sucker because the Patriots are not doing anything right at the moment.
Just don't give Cumberlands any good looks or any easy looks and send them to the foul line. Not going to hurt you. Unitas gets one of those. 2-point game. Cumberland's on top, led by as many as 17. Gordon hands off to Vale. So Briggs into the game with Kramer and Epps and Gordon. Kramer to inbound.
So Epps is laughing because he knows he kind of hooked Johnson. Johnson just picked up his third foul. They called it on Johnson even though Epps hooked him. Epps knows he did it. But the official fell for it.
Here comes Epps. A little hesitation. Shots up won't go. Gordon the putback, that's good.
If you don't try to defensive rebound, that's pretty easy for them.
Cumberland's on the other end. Unitas, a good move. Shots up and in. But Campbellsville had tied it up. Battling all the way back from 17 down. Epps needs some help. Off to Kramer. Hit a couple of big threes. Picked up by Cade. Kramer make his way down. Fadeaway jumper won't go.
I don't know if that's really good offense. That Kramer is feeling himself right now, and then he reached in for a foul.
Take a look at the move earlier from Unitas. So Anthony Harris will check in. Unitas in there with Bell, Walton, and Cade.
Foul's going to be on Gordon. That'll be his fourth. So Milburn will come back in with 3.
Kobe Penny coming back in, and that now, if I'm Campbellsville, Penny has to stay in the game.
Oh, for sure.
You've had your break. You got to finish this game out.
And Kramer's done a good job getting them to this moment, but now Penny's going to have to get him over the finish line.
Three ball up. Yes.
Harris doesn't even put a hand in the face.
Campbellsville has taken the lead.
He didn't even put a hand up. Briggs won't get an easier look.
Rob Briggs for 3. Harris for 3. Won't go. Penny with a crossover. A nice take. He'll lay it in.
Patriots deserve everything they're getting right now.
Cobe Penny.
Just not playing with any kind of energy, enthusiasm. I don't know why. You're tied for first in this league. You came out in this game and lit them up the first 10 minutes and then just stopped. And Camels will never stop. Credit to them.
So Cumberlands right now trailing by 3. We talked about Campbellsville's best chance. It's not the only chance, but their best chance was to keep it low scoring, and that's where it is. Now it could get up in the 70s, and that's just because it's more of a grinder.
That's
from this
okay.
point.
I mean, they're doing what they need to do, and Patriots. I mean, I don't know. I can keep beating it around. They're getting destroyed on the boards. They're giving up 8 offensive rebounds. They're taking bad shots. I don't. Just go down the list. We don't look like we got anybody out there that wants to play. So you got Johnson in foul trouble.
Similar to the Georgetown game, because now Campbellsville's got this one under control, and if they keep implementing their style, it's going to be a tough road for the Patriots. Here's TJK. Hands off to Tanner Walton. Walton for 3. Won't go.
What is that offense, though? One pass, and then Tanner Walton settles for a 3. Like, what are we doing in the half court?
11:50 to play. Epps down low. Milburn with the dunk. No, well, he put it in anyway.
Campbellsville's feeling good, and they should. They're completely outplaying the Patriots.
Cave to the bucket. Lays it up. Won't go.
We're missing layups now.
Briggs the rebound for the Tigers. They're going to probably let Penny try to take Walton. Gets cut off to Briggs. Penny now. Campbellsville leading by 5. Jumper, got it.
Patriots learning the lesson that you can't take anybody for granted in this league. And they're going to learn it the hard way. So, by the way, you got to go to Georgetown Thursday night.
Harris hangs. He'll get fouled. Yeah, all the athleticism that the Pats have on the team, it's hard to be displayed in a game like this. Campbellsville doing a great job, but you see Penny, the spin and the fadeaway jumper. He's a guy, he plays in rhythm. Very talented ball player. 7-point Campbellsville University Tigers lead. Campbellsville, we mentioned, they're 1-5 in the Mid-South Conference. Certainly, if they go on a hot streak, they could be over 500 in the conference, or at least get to that mark. Still be tough to make the national tournament at that point. However, if you can make a run in the Mid-South Conference tourney. Cumberlands, though, you mentioned next week. Taking a look at those games, Georgetown on Thursday, and then Cumberland U. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Georgetown on Thursday. They're off on Saturday.
Off on Saturday. Johnson University at home, but yeah. So you'll have all week to prepare for Georgetown, but you're hoping if you're Cumberland, you have a victory. You're coming off a victory because
this one I don't like our body language. I don't like my body language.
The Pats with their starting core on the floor right now. Harris hits the free throw.
Glad somebody could make a free throw. Harris was 0 of 2 before that.
Campbellsville just 5 free throws in the game, 5 of 5. Harris hits them both. So Kramer will walk it up. Guarded by Matthew Cromer. Now to Marcellus Vale. Riggs will hand back off to him. Jumper won't go.
That's a tough shot.
Morris with a rebound. Morris now to Harris. Tried to dunk it, got fouled.
It's going to be important who they call this on.
Looked like it was Milburn.
It's 12. 12-1, sorry. So it is Milburn. That's his fourth. So Milburn and Gordon with 4. That presents a slight problem for the Tigers.
Anthony Harris officially, I think those free throws earlier, double figures, got 11 now in the game. Rebound by Morris.
Harry, make a shot. That came up well short.
Got the offensive board, but you like the fight you've seen from Harry Morris clearing the boards on the last couple of possessions.
He needs to finish. Morris only 6 points so far. 7 rebounds, though.
(59-55) with 10 minutes to play. Banks back in the game. Off to Penny.
That's a travel. So there's offensive, there's a travel. They did call the travel. Okay. They had 2 opportunities. They got 1 right.
I think Campbellsville saying, hey, he didn't leave his feet, but just trying to look here on the replay. I think he did, but a lot of contact either way. Matthew Cromer finds Johnson. Pulls up, mid-range, won't go. Keeping alive is Morris.
Yeah, Morris got his hand on it. Where's he going, though? Where are you going, Harry? There's
Brought it
3
down
people
low.
there.
Stripped away. Here's Penny. Lays it up. Won't go, but free throws coming
Patriots
up for
got lucky there.
Cobe Penny.
Foul's going to go on Cave. That'll be his second. I don't know where Harry thought he was going. He's in traffic. There's 3 guys between you and the rim. Penny's first free throws. Now has 19 in the game.
Another whistle.
Fouls on Vale. That'll be his third.
(61-55).
Unbelievable. Patriots have missed 13 free throws in this game, and there's a huge advantage at the line, and they haven't been able to take advantage of it.
Cumberland's a team that definitely plays off of energy, and there's no energy.
There's zero energy.
Penny for 3. Yeah. Shot does not go. Here's Johnson. He can bring some energy. Here comes Anthony Johnson to the rim. Nearly crawls it over.
That one could be on Banks. If it is, it's his 4th.
Yeah, Banks picked it up there.
So this is where Brent's going to be saying, look, I don't have any players left. You guys keep calling fouls.
Going to get Gordon back in.
Gordon's going to have to go back in with 4. But it doesn't matter. If Patriots can't make free throws, it doesn't matter.
Johnson now 7 of 8 from the line. No, excuse me, 7 of...
That's right.
Yeah, that did update, okay.
Yeah.
He's only made 1 field goal in the game. Credit to Campbellsville defensively doing the job.
At 10 points now. Third Patriot in double figures.
Kramer hands off to Penny.
How's Penny going to score here? Oh, good dish.
Bale for three, got it.
I think the Patriots were wondering the same thing, and all the defense snuck to him.
Johnson hits the three.
That was a pretty big shot. Johnson's first three.
Yeah, second field goal of the game for Anthony Johnson. They'll find Bale again, another three, hits it. See if Johnson can answer on the other end, or the Patriots. Jones gets cut off, finds Morris, whips it to Harris. Anthony Harris will drive, hang. Nope, not the first time.
Just left it short. Good defense, but he just left it short.
See, Marcellus Vale, couple of threes from about the same spot. Good shooter. Transfer out of Samford. Look at the other one there, that pass by Penny that made it to him. Big time pass. Cumberlands now. They get it to Cromer. Fade away three. Kramer the rebound.
It's a game where you got to bring your own if there isn't any energy in the gym, and they didn't bring it, except for the first 10 minutes.
Bale's hit a couple of threes. Now he'll drive. Down low to Gordon. Out to Vale. Deep three by Epps. Won't go. Long board to Matthew Cromer. Cumberlands gets it to Jones. Hangs with the left hand. That's a good. Patriots needed, well, they need every bucket they can get, but it just feels like this is Campbellsville's to lose now.
Yeah, this was just never dreamed to be in this spot. And then again, we started the broadcast with, you know, this is you gotta pay attention. Anybody in this team league can beat anybody on any night. And but then when Patriots got off to such a good start, plus 17, you're like, wow, you know, we should be in good shape. And Campbellsville just completely outwilled them from that point on. And just kind of frustrating. It's funny how you go through, you know, and that's how this league can be with as competitive as it is in basketball, but you go from the highest of highs at 3 o'clock to, you know, stressing this game out here at 5 o'clock. So
5-point lead for the Campbellsville Tigers with 7 minutes and 14 seconds remaining in this one. Patriots defeated the Tigers by 12 at Campbellsville, and that game probably a little bit closer than it should have been. I thought Cumberland's
outplayed them for sure. But
yeah, Campbellsville's scrappy team.
You know, Campbellsville has no reason at all to be in here fighting other than, you know, 1-5. They've been down all week. They've been sick. They got blown out Thursday night by Georgetown at home. Things were not going well, and give them credit. This is what, you know, we know those boys. We know how good of coaches they are. And they didn't blink, down 17 and 24-point turnaround.
Epps will get it out to Vale. 7 minutes to play.
It's an illegal screen, and Gordon just fouled out. That's the right call. So I guess Milburn nope, they're not going to leave Milburn down. They're going to put Banks in.
Penny just with 2 fouls. I don't know why he's out of the game.
I wouldn't have him out of the game unless he's just tired.
Shouldn't be tired mid-season of basketball.
Been a slow game.
Yeah.
That's Banks' 5th foul, so he just fouled out.
Banks got to be careful.
So now I guess you got to go Milburn, right?
Yeah.
What scares me, though, about this is this all seems good if you're the Patriots, but if things try to get, you're looking at the foul count, it's 10-4. Patriots have shot 24 more free throws. If that tries to get evened up, they can't win the game.
Johnson to cut it to one possession game.
Think about you're losing by 3 in those two. I just said those two stats.
Yes.
Right?
Cumberland only 8 turnovers.
25 fouls versus 12. Patriots have 18 free throws made versus 7, and they're losing. And that's Anthony Johnson's 4th foul.
Both teams with 6 made three-pointers, but you kind of go back and what Campbellsville's trying to do is kind of the Georgetown mentality. Points in the paint. Campbellsville with the advantage, 36-22 now.
Kramer's going to be a good free throw shooter.
Javon Smith will check into the game. Milburn goes out. Kramer's second free throw is good. 69-64, 6.5 to play. DJ Jones off to Matthew Cromer. Hesitation, the floater won't go. Cromer gets his own rebound. Lost it, going to be Campbellsville basketball. Cumberland's some pressure. Kramer just going to hold for a bit. 6 minutes on the clock. Kramer drives high off the glass. No.
That's a foul on Milburn. That'll be his 5th.
Went over the back. I don't know that we have the replay there, but.
That's the 3rd Tiger to foul out.
So if Campbellsville wins this game, you've got this many guys that have fouled out, and you've just wanted it more, basically.
I can't believe these numbers. I cannot believe they've had 13 more fouls called on them. The Patriots have shot 24 more free throws, and they're losing. I don't understand.
Sometimes numbers make sense, sometimes they don't.
This does not make sense.
But Cobe Penny with 20 points in the game in only 24 minutes. That's what's crazy to me. Is I just feel like he needs to be on the floor most of the time. But
we've seen him ask out a couple times. Maybe it's a conditioning thing. Maybe he's been sick. He said that the team's been sick, so maybe he's been sick and he just can't go extended periods or whatever. If you're a team that we think the Patriots are, you figure out a way to gut this thing out in the last 6 minutes and win.
Keyston Brown left the game with injury. You got 3 players now that have fouled out, and two of those are starters.
4 of their dudes are out of the game.
Yeah.
And they have no post presence right now. So, you have to man up right here and win a basketball game if you're the Patriots. You've got everything going your way except for the scoreboard. It starts right here with Matt Cromer, who's 4 of 9 from the free throw line, making a couple free throws. Because I promise you, the Patriots are going to get called for a couple fouls here that are going to be ticky-tack just to kind of get this thing evened out. So you're going to have, Campbellsville's going to have chances to score from the free throw line.
Cromer goes 1 of 2.
Pete.
4-point lead for the Tigers. 5 minutes, 45 seconds.
5 of 11 from the free throw line for Matt Cromer. Patriots have missed 14 free throws in this game.
Cobe Penny back in. Off to Javon Smith. 3 ball, won't go. Anthony Harris the rebound. Jones, the drive. He'll hang, shots up.
Okay, held him. He held Harry down. He really did. I saw it. And I know Brent and Mark hate the call, but he really did. I think if they see it on film, they'll understand. Fouls on Briggs, his third.
Well, they didn't call the foul on the initial drive. I think they were doing a favor.
Maybe.
Right. So,
but Briggs had Harry, was holding his shoulder down as he was going for that rebound. And I know they don't love it, and they're in a bad place because of how it's been called, but I think they got that one right. But it doesn't matter because the Patriots cannot make multiple free throws. And Anthony Johnson just went down hard.
Oh, man. That's the issue when you are that athletic.
I don't know what the call is.
So just take a look at it here. Penny's boxing out. I think it was a typical box out.
Was the foul on Johnson or Penny?
Is it on Harris for going? I don't know.
Or sorry, on Harris. Sorry.
But one more time, just to kind of check it out here. You see on the replay, Penny you don't expect that the guy's feet are right there. So I don't think it was.
Patriots have now missed 15 free throws in this game. Who's the foul on?
Can you call a foul?
He called a foul.
Yeah.
The baseline official raised his hand and called a foul before Johnson hit before Harris hit the floor.
Anthony Harris made a very athletic to go up and get the rebound. So I think based off of that, it has to be against Cobe Penny.
And Perry just went over to check on him. I love that. So foul was on Penny, his third.
But he was boxing
but
out.
I think Campbellsville now gets to pick who they want to be the free throw shooter, and they've picked the right one. You've picked a 40% free throw shooter in Brady Bell.
Cumberland's a chance to cut it to 1. Bell hits them both. Brady Bell may be your guy to bring you back to the game, too. Here's Penny.
Good defense by Jones.
Penny
you got to recover.
Going to call a foul.
Again, did a great job with the initial defense and then nobody was there to help on the secondary defense.
It's almost if you give up an offensive board, you're going to get scored on.
Fouls on Unitas, his third. Penny's going to make 2 here. He'll get.
So Cobe Penny in the game once again, 20 points, 2 of 2 from the foul line. Campbellsville, they've not missed a free throw now, 10 of 10.
While the Patriots have missed 15. Great job in initial defense by DJ Jones, but Harry couldn't corral the defensive board. But what's worse was nobody else went for it either.
Jones will score. Matt Daniel gets the timeout.
Jones with 6 now.
Yeah, I thought there was some contact there, but after watching the replay, I think Briggs just fell down. It's 71-70. Normally, a Mid-South Conference game under 5 minutes, it's a 1-point game. It's exciting, and the excitement's not there, but your Cumberlands, it's not one you can afford to lose. As you talk about, they got to win home games.
You can't lose this game, and I can't believe we're in this spot. All grit, all heart by Campbellsville. You can say you're 1-5 in the league and 10-12 overall, but the team hasn't stopped fighting, hasn't stopped competing. Credit to those kids, those coaches. It's a big deal for the Vernons to play in this gym, and they may have pressed upon that on their kids, and they're playing that way.
So Kramer to inbound, gets into Penny, picked up by DJ Jones. Briggs, Vale, and Epps in there for Campbellsville.
See how long Coach Daniel goes with Johnson on the bench.
Over and back.
Turnover number 11 for Campbellsville.
Campbellsville saying Cumberland's deflected it. So Briggs set a screen, knocked Jones down, and couldn't come up with it. Jones with a crossover. The take, yes! Cumberlands has retaken the lead.
Told you. I told you. and we can't say a word because the whistle's been going, but I told you that they would eventually call something kind of ticky-tacky to give them chances to shoot free throws. And you just have to know that's coming in this situation. It's hard to think about as a player. It's easy to sit up here and say, okay, well, because they don't think about those kind of things, but that was coming.
So Penny, who's been perfect, the whole team's been perfect, ties it up at 72.
Got to visit with Jeff and Stacy Shepard before the game. They're aunt and uncle of Ryan Davidson on the Patriots, and of course Reed's parents, Houston Rocket.
Oh, missed it. Rebound Cumberlands though. Tied at 72. Johnson, freshly back into the game. Looking for his offense, puts it up and in.
Only his third made field goal. 17. He's got 10 from the line.
We're in for a very enjoyable 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Penny, the drive. He'll get hit.
Enjoyable for one team, maybe not the other.
Unitas.
Oh, finish that, Rob. And putting Rob at the line where he has struggled. He's 1 of 4. Fouls on Briggs, his 4th.
So Unitas will have free throws coming up.
Golly. This is just a huge weakness of Rob this year.
So 3:30 to go. Cumberland's leading now by 3. Driving, shot won't go for Epps. Three for Cromer, too strong. Out of play.
Okay.
So now, Cumberland's possession. Johnson has it. Pats lead it. Johnson gets fouled. The Patriots are doing what they want to do, and that's try to get to the free throw line, but for middle distance, a lot of whistles. So free throw is made by Johnson. It's them both. Coach Vernon wanted a timeout.
He needs to keep himself under. I know he's mad, and you could look at the stats, and he probably might have a right to be, but he still has a chance to win this game, and you can't get a technical.
So against Lindsey Wilson, I made the comment, the Patriots need a game where it's kind of a dog fight, right? Remember that? And
they gave themselves one tonight.
And I said, will the game be like in the 50s or 60s and it's a dog fight? Well, this one is getting there. Campbellsville, they have definitely played well enough to win tonight, despite the foul issues. 30 fouls on the.
God, when was the last time we saw it? Patriots have shot 43 free throws, and Campbellsville shot 13. Like that, it's bad optic, right? I don't. You can go through the whole film and figure out why and how Patriots play offense to get downhill. They do create a lot of chances for you to foul. Same time, Patriots have missed 16 free throws, which is incredible. But the foul count's 30 to 15. So, I mean, they have every reason statistically to be frustrated, no doubt. You still got to give yourself a chance here, and you can't give up points. So, but if you're the Patriots and you have those two numbers, you have to win a home game.
Yes.
I mean, golly.
So it'll be Penny with the basketball. I got to imagine he's going to take it all the way, try to get an and one, but he'll dish off to Vale. Vale with a reverse layup. Good shot.
Vale with 10 now.
Like you said, very much it's a winnable game for the Tigers. Patriots trying to finish it off. Jones.
He walked.
They said he lost possession, didn't have full possession is what the official gave judgment. Down low to Morris. Reverse layup, good.
Pretty play. Nice pass. Got to pick up the ball here and stop it.
But Campbellsville,
Morris
got to get it to Cobe Penny. He has it now. 3 up, won't go. Rebound by Unitas.
Morris has 9 and 9. Now you take some air out of the ball. Shorten the game a little bit. Just had you pointed it out correctly. A couple of our rambunctious fans there getting on the Vernon boys. So we just sent Tommy down to say, "Hey guys, that's our dude.
Yeah,
don't get on him. You can cheer, but let's leave them alone." So
good
I'm
take
sure
there.
the Vernons didn't pay any attention, but
good take there by Jones. Here's Kramer for 3, won't go, but that's not the conduct we have here at Cumberlands. You know,
especially to two people who love this place too, just even though they work at a different school.
Romer with a shot. Now the Pats in a good spot here. Blocked by Morris. Bale for 3. That was in and out, won't go. Tipped around, getting it back is Briggs, and that'll roll in. Timeout called by Campbellsville.
Well, it looks like the Patriots are going to survive this. It was not pretty. They did dig down, and we said at about the 6-minute mark, you were down. What were they down at the 6-minute mark? Probably 6, 5. And we said if you're what we think you are with the foul trouble and all these things going on, you figure out a way to win this game.
Yes.
And they have.
Well,
almost. But
at Campbellsville, I think with Keaston Brown not in the lineup, that obviously takes away a 3-point shooting threat. So I'm going to set something up for Kramer to get a look, but Vale has been really good from distance. Penny can't hit that. He's not hit any today from deep.
But, man, here's the other part of it. They don't want moral victories. I know these guys, but, man, nothing went right for Campbellsville tonight. I mean, nothing went right for Campbellsville today. And they're playing one of the top teams in the country to the wire on the road. But the foul discrepancy is something that's definitely going to be talked about after the game. There's no doubt. Whether the optics it doesn't look great. And I don't think it's been a horribly called game, but the optics look bad.
Sure. Because I think Campbellsville, they're making an effort to try to do the same thing.
Well, I just flip it. If that was going against us, we'd be like, look at this,
Sure.
And it's just human nature. And
but I do like the way the Pats have gutted. Coach Daniel, Coach Bush over there have gotten their team.
One of the things I've been
in.
watching all day, and it's been a thing all day, Coach Daniel has become so calm on the sidelines and so in control.
Yes.
and he's grown into this role. And just really proud of who he's becoming and what he's doing on the sidelines.
Johnson drives, had it knocked away. Well, actually, it's off of him is what the ruling is with 50 seconds.
So Kim's will get a quick score here. Foul, hope for misses. We've had plenty of them.
I mean, 3-ball makes it a 4-point game. Penny will drive all the way to the bucket, gets fouled.
Or you could, foul and stop the clock and let them score without the clock running. That's, I guess, another option. Morris is third.
And Campbellsville, they've been good from the line. 12 of 13.
12 of 13. Penny's 5 of 6. 23 points, 24 points. You're going to have to foul. Patriots going to have to make some free throws. Who you want shooting them with who's on the floor out there? I know I want Johnson or Jones shooting them.
Penny hits both. Javon Smith will come in.
Because you got Cromer and Unitas that are combined 7 of 17 from the line today.
Some pressure from the Tigers. Cumberland's have to call timeout.
Yeah, good timeout. Good use of a timeout there. Have 3.
So once again, the Patriots will have the Tigers of Georgetown coming up on Thursday. And we appreciate Georgetown offering up their stream on, I think they do it on YouTube. So you can check out the game that way.
That'll be a big one.
Cumberland's next home game will be against Johnson University. It's a game that was rescheduled from January. That'll be on a Monday night, which I don't know. I've always been a fan of early week basketball.
Well, that game's been rescheduled twice. We went to Johnson early. Yeah. No officials available, I guess, scheduled. So we came home. Johnson said, okay, our bad. We'll come to you. And then had a snow out. So Johnson, we're going to make it a third attempt to get that game in. And then you'll have the final conference home game against Cumberland U here in a couple weeks. So Patriots still, after this game, have 5 conference games left, 4 of them on the road.
Bethel's going to be tough on the road. Lindsay's going to be tough on the road. Freed Hartman, that they're wanting to put it on the Pats. Full court pressure. They get it to Johnson. Off to Cromer.
Need to get it back to Johnson.
Jones gets fouled. Of course, Anthony Johnson hits it. So DJ Jones will step up there.
Is 2 of 2 from the line.
DJ played a good game. Didn't get the start, but finished. Got now 10 points, 4 assists.
Georgetown taking care of business at home against Cumberland U, up 93-60 towards the end of that game.
So once again, Patriots had as large as a 17-point lead. Campbellsville raced out to a 7-point lead at 67-60. It was just a back-and-forth game, and right now Cumberland's a couple more free throws can potentially ice it. Jones free throw good. Campbellsville, here's Penny, cross court to Vale. He'll catch, fire one up, won't go. Cromer the rebound, and fouled by Kramer. So Matthew Cromer, 19 points, 7 rebounds. A couple of steals in the game.
Halftime, Bethel beating Lindsey Wilson 35-28 at Lindsey Wilson.
This has to be the most free throws I've seen since Cumberland's played at, I think Tevin Allison had a game where he had 40. Cumberland shot like 60 free throws at life.
Yeah,
60.
Yeah, this will be. Oh man, Matt. This is 46 and 47.
So Cromer trying to get to the 20-point mark.
Matt is 5 of 12. 6 of 13. He came into the game. Should know this.
Penny will drive. Shots up. Rolls out.
Came into the game 74% today, so don't do anything with it. 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 Thank you.
Anthony Johnson hit one, didn't count, but
Didn't count.
Pats.
Well, it's a win. It's a home win. Not pretty. Credit to Campbellsville. They had a rough time. They're going to be frustrated with the foul count and the free throw count for sure. Bottom line, Patriots are 6-1, and it wasn't pretty and wasn't as easy as it could have been. It looked like it was going to start that way, but credit to Campbellsville for fighting and lost some dudes one to an injury, 3 to fouls, and fought all the way to the end. So
Patriots get the win. 86-78. And always the selection for Patriot Head.
6-1, remain tied for first in the league. 2 wins this week. Get ready to go play Georgetown.
Cumberlands with the victory. Mentioned now Pats 17-5, 6-1 in conference. Campbellsville, they fall to 10-13.
I don't know what the heck's going on.
Yeah, I think we had some fans getting mouthy with Campbellsville fans.
There's no reason for that with this respect, and no reason for that. And I don't know where it came from. Everything goes both ways, but doesn't matter. We just got the win and let's get out of here.
All right, that'll wrap it up for the broadcast. Thanks so much, Lucas Laxon, Marina Acreage on camera. For Chris Crafty, I'm Brandon Hensley. You've been tuned in to Cumberlands basketball here on the UC Sports Network.